These tips are going to improve your relationships 100%. This video is going to save your partnership and maybe create a partner yacht from this. You will be more happy and he will be more happy. I did so many mistakes before and I put it down for you so you can inspire and you will not do the same mistakes I did, which led usually to the end of a relationship before. So, how to be the right one? First thing, you are not a possession. You are a very valuable human being. You are a feminine woman. You have to be yourself in this. Nobody owns you and nobody is here to possess you. Because if you enter the relationship, you are entering as an equal partner, which brings feminine energy in there, and you usually have a partner who brings his own energy in there. So do not accept that. Second thing which I didn't do, I didn't respect masculine and feminine energy. I was more in a masculine energy because I was raised like this. Everybody who is raised in a normal school system is more prone to be in a masculine energy. We are taught to compete, we are taught to have grades, and we are taught to do the best, and who is going to be the first in a classroom? Oh, you are the first, you are the second. Doesn't count anymore, only the first are remembered. And who is going to make the best craft, and who is going to whatever, you name it. So you have to respect masculine and feminine energy. If you are having heavy stuff to carry, let the man carry it. You are a woman. He will happily do this because he will not be feeling good when you carry 2 bags really heavy and he walks next to you and maybe smoking cigarette and your friends meet you. It would be the most embarrassing thing for the man to see, to meet friends like this.
When I was working as a waiter at a bar, there was this girl that was like much shorter than me and very, very skinny. She was going downstairs to get a new beer container.
They
she
are
was
huge and very heavy.
Yes, and she was just carrying it by herself. Like, what are you doing? I'll do it. No, I can do this. And she was, she wouldn't let me to help her. She was like, I'm strong enough. I can do this. I don't need a man. And I feel like an idiot then, of course. But what shall I do? She wants to be like this.
You are supposed to carry stuff for women. You are, because first of all, in certain age when you get through puberty, you men are having more testosterone, more muscle mass, and we women are able to carry heavy stuff. We are able to do anything. But why would we do that? We need that energy to create baby. We need this energy for something absolutely else. Our body is not made to carry heavy stuff. This is men's work. Of course, sometimes you just have to carry stuff, and that's why women can do it. We are not weaker, we are not less, we are different. Mm-hmm. We are just basically filling each other's gaps.
And don't forget, me as a man, I am so proud and feel so great when I see a woman with her luggage standing in front of the stairs at a train station. When I as a man can just walk up to her and say, I'll help you with that, and I carry it for her. She's totally in her feminine energy, I'm totally in my masculine energy. And man always, like a real man, always loves to do that for a woman.
And third point for you is do not complain too much. Yes, I did a mistake that I used to complain a lot about. Hey, this is really bad kitchen, this is really wrongly done, this couch should be somehow different, and so on. And it's really, really hard for men to take a lot of complaints. He is made to take a little bit, maybe one a day, and that one should repeat all the time until he builds up more energy to actually act on it, because men usually act when it's very, very must be. So if you don't complain that much, he feels more happy, but sometimes he needs this butt kick a little bit so he can act on something. That's why they have us. We see little details and we we us women can see very big details,
We
and
see it
men,
way before it
yes,
is
yes,
urgent.
and yeah, men don't see it. So when you are complaining about details, he's not going to act on it. You have to sort of like dose it, and do not get caught in complaining too much, because you are not going to make him happy, and you're not going to happy either. So make a list of something what you need to fix, really, and he's going to do that when you give him right motivation. Basically explain why you need that for you to be happy, or for you both to be happy, of course.
We men, we love to make our women happy. This is like our primary goal in life once we have a woman that we are wanting to be with. And if we hear a lot of complaints, we start to put it on us and we feel like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm doing a lot of things wrong because she's supposed to be happy. So I'm making it my fault. And I'm just stacking all these things up. And it's really unhealthy for the relationship and also really unhealthy for the man.
And maybe the complaining is not even yours. Maybe you just mirrored it in your parents or in somebody who
Some
you lived with.
programs which
It's
we
a
are
program.
playing.
Yeah. And the last point, the most important one, is do not try to satisfy him. Ever, never ever try to satisfy him. When I used to go for a date, I was dressing up really well. I was eating whatever was kind of expected from me. I was doing what was
Just salad.
expected from me. I would never eat some heavy meal in front of a guy when we went for a date, or I would probably not even order food when I went for a date because I didn't want to be embarrassing. I was doing everything so he feels good with me, but I kind of forgot that I have to feel good on that date. And then when I was starting the relationship already, making him feel good with me, guess how I felt? I felt really, really bad, always. And then he was happy guy with unhappy person, unhappy woman next to him. And when man has unhappy woman which never smiles and never gives thanks for anything, he is not going to be happy in the relationship either. So do not ever do that. Right?
We often think that we are doing things to satisfy the other person, but it is in 99% of the cases not the case that you're actually satisfying them. If you just do something because you think they will be more satisfied with you, it will never work. When Petra was cooking for me, or when she did something with the energy that she feels she has to do it in order to make me happy, it was never the right thing. But when she is just cooking for me a surprise meal out of nowhere and brings it to me beautifully presented, I did this for you, and she's proud and feels good about it, I'm in absolute man heaven.
Sometimes really you have to do stuff. Sometimes life brings you situations that you have to do stuff for each other, and you know that you help that person next to you by doing something, even if you don't really feel like it. When we are at night and somebody has to go out with dog, he sometimes goes for me. I'm super happy that I don't have to go. So these things, he doesn't also feel like absolutely happy to go with the dog, but we just do this for each other. And
Yes.
that's called love, and that's also very big proof. Oh, I love you. It's
But it has a slightly different energy. You're doing something which you don't really feel like, but you love this person, that's why you're doing it. You're not doing it to get their approval or get them to like you more. That's very different energy.
Yeah, true. So I hope these tips helped you and they improve your relationship